let you know you're mine. Hands on your body, I don't wanna waste no time.
Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, we are doing the same tier process we did yesterday with quarterbacks. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. But today, we're going to be doing that with some of the NBA players. So this is all of the NBA players, but I'm also going to be doing this for every single starting player at all the 5 positions, and then a 6-man as well. But so these are the 5 players who I haven't watched enough to know much about, but everyone else, we're gonna go through and we're gonna put them into tiers. So we're gonna start off with Draymond Green, and he's good on your team because he's a veteran, but he's not gonna add much. So I'm gonna put him at a C. Blake Griffin, I think he's a B. He's a pretty elite player, but he's been going downhill for a bit. So Russell Westbrook is an S in my opinion. He kind of slowed down a little bit last year, but on the Rockets, I think he's found a home, and him and James Harden might be the best duo talent-wise outside of the LA teams. So next up, we have Brandon Ingram, who's actually on the Pelicans, and so I'm putting him at an A because he had a really good season this year. John Wall, he should have been in the All-Star game. He's insane. He's an S. CJ McCollum, so some of these are hard because I think CJ McCollum would be a good player if he wasn't playing with Damian Lillard. But since he's playing with Damian Lillard, I have to put him at B because he doesn't get enough time. Clint Capella is a good center, but he's not that good. Like the problem is he's playing with Russ and James Harden, so all of the offense is stolen, and he's not an elite defender. Devin Booker, him and John Wall were huge snubs for the All-Star game. Both of them should have made it. Damian Lillard, I think he's turned into, if not the best, one of the best point guards in the NBA. DeMarcus Cousins, he's been going downhill. He's a D. I don't think, yeah. Um, oh my bad. This is Andre Iguodala. Oops. So yeah, I still have him as a C. He's a good 6 man for the Heat. I know I said Draymond before. Draymond, I think it's the same thing. He's a veteran player, but he's not gonna give you much. De'Aaron Fox, he's a good young player, but I don't think he is elite yet, so I'll put him at a B. Chris Paul is a really good point guard, so I'll put him at a B. But Chris Paul, he's getting older. He is helping the Thunder though, and he might be a dark horse for MVP if the season starts again. DeMar, since he got traded from the Raptors, he hasn't been very good, so I'll put him at a C. Donovan Mitchell is an A. He's not elite like the S tier players, but he's pretty good. So I remember the injury for Gordon Hayward, and that kind of sucked. But since he's come back, he's actually been pretty good. Like, I don't think he's on the level that he was before, but he's been pretty good. So Marc Gasol, I have him at a D. He's not. He used to be a really good player, but he's not anymore. Al Horford, I have to put him and Vince Carter at S, just out of like respect for their careers, but neither of these two would be above a C today. So just so you guys know, Chris Middleton, he's a good point guard, but he plays with Giannis, and Giannis makes everyone better, so he's only an A. So Nikola Jokic, I would have put him at an S. I really thought about this, but he doesn't do that much to make the rest of his team better. Jimmy Butler is an S because he's simply ridiculous. Like for the Heat, they've turned into a real title contender, maybe the best team. Okay, Jamal Murray, he's the other player on the Nuggets, and I'll put him at a B. He doesn't do as much as Jokic to help the team, but he's not a bad player. So John Wall, I think he's a B today. I don't know if he should be a B or a C, but I think I'll put him at a C. Just because the Wizards have been pretty bad, but he hasn't been terrible. So Kemba's on the Celtics now, obviously, and there isn't that much talent around him. But I'll put him at an A because he's been doing pretty good. So Kevin Durant, he's the greatest scorer of all time. I don't think there's any argument there. Oladipo, since he's come back from his injury, he's been mediocre at best. I think he could be up here. Before his injury, he was definitely up here, but now he's only a C. Joel Embiid is an A because the 76ers are by far the best roster in the league, and they can't figure anything out, and that's particularly due to Joel Embiid. Uh, Kyle Lowry. So he's a good player for the Raptors, and he's gonna go down in the Raptors Hall of Fame or whatever. But I think he's only a C player in the NBA. So Klay Thompson is an A. He was injured for this year though, so I'll drop him to a B. Carl Anthony Towns, he's a C player. He's pretty good. He's not bad at all, but he's just, he's not as effective as the players above him. Kyle Kuzma, um, he could honestly go in any of these three, but I think right now he's a D player. He hasn't been that good as of late. Kevin Love, when it counts, he locks down anyone. Like remembering the finals, like yeah, he's a B player. I don't think he can go above that. Best defender probably in the league, Kawhi. He has to be up there. Miles Turner, put him at a C. Um, Anthony Davis, I have a hard time deciding him, but I think he's an S player. Rudy Gobert, of course, Mr. COVID-19. I'll put him at an A. No, he's actually a B player. Jason Tatum is easily an S player. I think this was the best year. He's slowly getting better. Do I have to say anything? LeBron James, he's probably the greatest player of all time. You can argue MJ, but even MJ might be a stretch. He just changed his position, and he's the best player in the NBA at a completely new position. I think you could put LeBron anywhere on the court, including center, and he'd be the best player. Maybe not in the NBA, but he'd definitely be an all-star. Kyrie Irving, he's an S player. He's an elite point guard, but the problem is he was injured, so I have to put him at A or B. I'll put him at A just because you gotta respect him, but you know, Lou Williams, probably the best sixth man of all time. He's a B because he's a sixth man, but he's a good player. So Dwight Howard, he's had a great career. His career is probably an S, but I have to put him at a C. He's just not that good. Lonzo Ball is a D as well. Like he was so hyped up getting out of college, but he hasn't really lived up to the hype. He has a chance now, and I definitely think he could be great, but I don't see him becoming great. So Paul George, him and where's Kawhi are the probably it's hard because the other best duo in the NBA is in their city, but I think they're the best duo in the NBA. Plus their jerseys are nice. So I'll put him at an A. Pascal Siakam, he's really turned into the player the Raptors need. I think he's an S because of what he's done for his team. The Raptors would be nowhere near where they are without him. Um, Derrick Rose, I'll put him at a D. He was a good player and he definitely had a great career, but I don't think he's that good anymore. Um, James Harden is an S. I don't know. There's no argument there. Drew Holiday, I think he's a C player now. He was really good. I don't remember what time, but he was really good for like a short period of time. He could have been an MVP, but not anymore. So Steph Curry, he's the best shooter of all time. I have to put him at an A, even though he didn't play much of this season. D'Angelo Russell, he was decent on the Warriors while Curry and Thompson were out, but he wasn't like very good. So I'll put him at a C. I'm forgetting who this is. Shoot. I'm just blanking. I'll come back to him if I remember. Um, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting who all three of these guys are. This is really weird. Oh no, this is Zach Levine. And this is Tobias Harris, right? Yeah. Is this Joe Harris? I don't remember. But Luka Doncic, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's easily an S player. He's elite. Trey Young, yeah. These two probably the best. They're gonna be the LeBron versus LeBron versus Steph of the future, or LeBron versus KD of the future. Ben Simmons, he's improving. His shooting just isn't that good. but he finishes like really well. Um, Ben Simmons, I'll give him an A. Giannis is an S. Giannis is obviously an S. So Zach LaVine had a really good 2020. And Tobias Harris is a D. I don't know why he's really on this list. So let me go back and I'm just gonna list off every player and make sure they all make sense. Oh wait, this is Andre Drummond. I'll put him at a B. I'm remembering like some of these guys. I've seen them a little bit, but Russ, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, or Damian Lillard, Al Horford, um what was I saying? Oh, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, Kawhi, AD, Jason Tatum, LeBron, Harden, Pascal Siakam, Luka Doncic. Yeah, all of these guys I think are all S players. Then we have Brandon Ingram, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Middleton. I want to say, yeah, I think Donovan Mitchell goes down now. But actually, Brandon Ingram's been good on the Pelicans. So I'm putting him there. Only reason Steph Curry is not on S is because he was injured this season. Um, Blake Griffin, C.J. McCollum, De'Aaron Fox should go down. Well, one. Gordon Hayward, Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's a good veteran, and he's been good for the Thunder. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll leave him there. Jamal Murray. There we go. Yeah, this. I'll put Miles Turner down one. And Dwight hasn't really done much for the Lakers this season, and this is just based on this season. So this is my list. Don't forget to make a list and send me a link to your list in the comments down below. And if you are new, subscribe and turn on post notifications because I'm going to have a really insane video coming out over the weekend. We're going to be doing the new Minecraft RTX mode, the beta. I got into it, so I'm going to be showing you guys that. It's insane, okay? So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.